Hi everyone, welcome back to part 9 of the bike tutorial. This is probably going to be the last one on the modelling side of things. So last time we did the gears and the pedals. So just in case you're wondering, so I did end up texturing these off video just because sometimes I think it can be a bit tedious. You literally just watching me go on A for appearance and sort of dragging the materials over. But if you let me know whether that, because I don't mind doing that off video, just because I don't want to put people off watching basically just dragging and dropping because it can be a bit tedious. But to show you what materials I've put on there is for the gears themselves I've used dark grey powder coat, and then for the actual pedals I've done black powder coating, and then for the reflective material I've used LED red. So I've put that on both sides. So you can see I've got supposed to resemble like reflectors on my pedals. Okay, so actually the last thing we just need to make our bike actually function is our chain, which we're going to do in today's video. And then, as I said before, we'll just do some rods to connect the bike frame to the wheels, but that is like a 2-minute job. And then we'll render it and see how it's looking. Well, you can see down at the bottom of the screen, I've got loads of renders of like step-by-step process of where we've come up to. Excuse me. Okay, so let's jump back into design. So bike chain. So let's just get up bike chain. Okay, so this is what we want. So it's just sort of this type of this sort of profile, which is quite easy to do. So what we'll do is we'll do one and we're going to end up patterning it along a path. So let's start on our plane. So we're going to make a mid plane. Now, in fact, what we need to do actually, so let's get rid of just realizing, so let's remove that. So we're gonna need a plane to go along there. So let's do a sketch on the bottom plane. Let's P for project. Let's do full body. No, well, we can full body that one. And then let's do specific areas. We'll do that one like that. Okay, so let's do from there to there, because that way we know when our chain goes on, it's going to connect over no problem. Although actually realistically, so just thinking about it, you probably want to go middle of that line to the middle of that line is probably what we want to do. Okay, let's finish sketch. Okay, so now let's construct plane at an angle. We want that to be stood up, so let's do 90. Okay, there we go. So all that just means basically I'll turn that sketch off because it's going to bug me other ways. So now we know when we do all our sketching of our chain links and then pattern it, that's going to intersect all the bits that it needs to do. Okay, so let's click on sketch. And first of all, what I'm going to do is create the path that this is going to go on. So it's going to go from there to there. Let's turn off. Okay, so then line, let's do lines there to there. Oh. Like that, and then let's make those tangents. There we go. And let's trim. It does not want to delete that line. Why not? Because of that. There we go. There. Okay. So that's sort of like the path that our excuse me, that our chain is going to go on. So if I finish sketch and then just turn on those, so you can see that that should be right where that's going to go. Perfect. So now I'm going to do another. Right, if I do plain along a path. No, so I want to do the other way around. Let's turn that construction thing back on. Okay, there we go. Okay, and then let's turn off that. So sketch. I'm going to keep that on as a reference. So overall sort of shape is essentially two circles. Okay, let's do circle, circle. Let's make them equal. Then let's do rectangle. Okay, let's make tangent line here. Oh no. Let's trim these. Okay, now let's try tangent. What are you doing? Okay, tell you what, let's get rid of you and you. Let's do an arc. Let's try arc. Let's go arc. Okay, then create mirror. Probably needs to be a little bit better. Right, I do extend that. No, I won't. Right, let's make it a bit bigger. About there. Then let's mirror. Select. There you go, that looks more like it. Let's just trim excess off. Let's check. Yep. Then let's just do circle. Let's make that and that equal. Okay, because we're on that line, what we want to do, let's try symmetric. Just curious to see, I want to try something. It might not work, so bear with me. So let's bring that out. Right, can I shell? Will that work? Oh, I'm a genius. Sorry. I wasn't quite sure if that was going to work or not, but it did, and I've just amazed myself. Well done, me. Okay. Okay, so we've got one link. So what we want to do now is obviously we need to make another one. That's going to go on outside, so let's get rid of these, close our sketches for now. Okay, body. Control C, Control V. Okay, let's split body, split tool. Split body, split tool. Okay, so now I should have those parts. So let's take this one, move copy, like that. Okay. So I'm just trying to think. Yeah. So let's take this one. No, that's the one we just had. Copy. Like that. Let's create sketch. all the way through. Okay. I just want to try. I'm going to save this before I do anything because this is probably going to slow down my computer quite a lot. Let's try create pattern. Pattern along the path. Type bodies. 1, 2, 3, 4. Path. This path. Okay. Is that going to work? Yes, it is. Okay. Right, here's where we're probably, let's say we want to path direction. There we go. All right, let's see. I think 22 might be the one. Is that okay? Okay, let's just try and turn that back on. I feel like we may have just done that successfully. Let's turn. Okay, what I was worried about to start with was when we did the chain, would it interact with the bike frame here, but it does not. So actually that looks to be spot on. Well done, team. Okay, let's get rid of the sketch. Okay, I am going to save this because I do not want to crash and lose everything. Okay, let's turn that off. So I think bodies wise now, all of these bodies are going to be chain. Okay, yes they are. All right. All right, let's come up, go new component, call that bike chain. Then let's grab all of these. So I'll hold down shift, drag and click. Drag that in. Right, because I've got quite a lot of bodies, it's probably going to take a little bit of time. Okay, so they're all in there. So where you know that if I go, so I've not got a bodies folder there anymore. Okay, and what I do want to just see is what are bike chains made from? Thought it would be steel. Right, let's have a look at some metals. Steel. I'm just curious if I can just drag and drop onto the whole component. Oh, I think the answer to that is yes, you can. Okay, so we, in terms of getting all the actual sort of modeling side of things, are done. The only other thing I wanted to make sure I did, which we'll do right now, is just have a little connector rod. So let's create a sketch here. Let's go circle. E for extrude. Okay, and we're going to come up there. If I do symmetric, is that going to come directly? Oh, no. Symmetric, two side. Okay, new body. Before I do that, let's just fill it, rotate around, fill it. Then let's just add in what we got. Like the powder coat grey was quite nice. Where are you? Okay, so we've got that there. Let's scroll up. Got that. Let's make an independent body, and we'll call that front end connector pin. Again, as I said at the start of this whole tutorials, I don't know the name of the bike parts. I've just sort of given them names that I think sort of makes sense. And then we need to have one fall through here. So let's do sketch, circle, same thing pretty much. Let's just hit E. Let's come through. I'm not going to join. We're going to new body, two-sided. And then same again. Let's just fill it. Go to the other side and fill it. Then hit the keyboard, and again we'll use that dark powder coat like that. I'm still quite pleased with how well that chain went, to be honest with you. Okay, and then we've got that. Let's create a body and call it back and connector pin. Okay, I'm going to give a quick little once over. What time are we on? 23 minutes. Okay, pretty much spot on. Okay, I think I'm pretty happy with that. So we've got all our parts. Not only that, we've actually in the end made them all as individual components. We've got our materials. Everything looking nice. I think wheels are all good. We've got all our connector parts. We've got our tires. I'm quite happy with our material choice. I think what I wanted to do up here was I wanted to change that face. Let's not try and do. No, yeah, I think that's what I planned on doing. So let's just quickly. Oh. Oh, no, back to face. This is what I meant at the start of the video, whereas off video, I sort of, because it's just dragging and dropping. Once you've found the right materials that you want, it's a bit tedious. It's nice because you end up like looking at it at the end and I think that's really, really worth it. But in terms of like a video, it's a bit meh. Okay, and then I think the last thing I just wanted to do is let's just fill it. Because I did mean to do this before. Let's fill it that, and then we'll go around to the side. Back a bit. Okay. Okay, so let's go into render, have a little look. So, scene settings, what do we like? Don't you get slow on me now. Okay, let's just say this is going through. Okay. Right, I think what we'll do is we'll call that end. I'm going to take a few different render screenshots, so we'll see. It's not been taking too long to do local render, so let's just have a little look. And then I think what we'll do is, because I've got a little bit of time, I'm going to do one last video where I take it into Keyshot and play around in Keyshot just to sort of render it as well. So that's our final render. I think what I'll do is I'll do an up close. Well, that's quite a nice little shot. Let's do one of those. Any second now. Processor, okay. Right, so let's stop the video there. Hopefully you found that as quite a useful project. If you've got any requests for projects, let me know. I'm always open to feedback. My email address is designwithsimon@outlook.com. And hopefully I'll see you in the next project, whatever we decide to do.